Hey, hey, welcome back to Whining Away with Corie and Ray. Nice to see everybody. We can't see you, but you can see us. But we're imagining you're out there. Somebody's watching this. We get views, we see it on our YouTube channel, Whining Away with Corie and Ray TV, YouTube TV. And we can see. And there's quite a few hundred people who've watched some of our episodes, and we want to thank you. And we hope you watch more. And we're so glad to be here. I'm glad especially because on my way to the Mogenis Studios today, there was a monsoon and flooding and lightning and hail in some parts. And when I left work to come here, it was sunny. And on my journey, I was doing Noah's Ark and trying to get in and out of floods and tidal waves. The trucks were coming by and they were just killing everybody. Everybody had their flashers on. I finally got here and it stopped raining and the sun is out again. Anyway, so it's a little stressful. So Ray brought us some wine to talk about.
Yes.
What'd you bring?
Aside for Corey's very Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade reminiscent journey here, I brought a bottle, Clos de Napa Pinot Noir. And while California Pinot Noir is not necessarily very unique, Napa doesn't really make a lot of Pinot Noirs. You know, Napa is really home for Cab, and Pinot Noir essentially usually is more Sonoma based. So this is a Napa Valley producer who grows some Pinot Noir. Now I carry their Cabernet in my store.
Oh, they're from Sonoma.
What's that?
They're in Sonoma.
Well, so basically forget everything I said.
I like to just make fact check, and so we just
Well, because the Cabernet, Clos de Napa Cabernet, comes from Napa.
so they must have several, like
So
a lot of the
I
winemakers out there.
assumed, well, they're probably getting the grapes then from somebody else. So that's why it would have been unique if they actually grew it in Napa, but they don't. So this is just another Sonoma Pinot Noir, nothing special about it. Corie completely bursted my balloon. So I should probably end it just here.
Sonoma has
Just
fantastic
tell us more about your
wines.
trip here.
I went to the wine trail weekend in Sonoma one year, and it was amazing.
No, Sonoma makes fantastic. I mean,
Great.
they're really known for Chardonnay and Pinot Noir. So I mean, you pick up cedar, raspberry,
Boysenberry.
a little tobacco leaf. There's a smoky hint of a smoky quality to it.
One of your favorites?
I think it's a very good Sonoma Pinot Noir. I don't love Pinot Noir. My favorite Pinot Noirs usually come from France. And those like off the beaten path, like South Africa. Hamilton Russell makes a really good Pinot Noir.
You know Hamilton Russell.
Well, they could look it up. I mean, we live in the age of just Google it.
That's
so,
right.
I mean, Hamilton
Simply
Russell Pinot Noir
talk
is
to your phone, you'll
really
find it.
good. And that's a South African. This is probably going to hit the shelves in that $20 to $22 range. This was a bottle that one of my reps gave me to sample.
Very nice.
And the only reason I didn't bring it on is because, you know, you have to, when you're building your wine selections for whatever areas you're choosing to represent, you know, based on price and where it comes from, how many do you need? Like, do you know how many Sonoma Pinot Noirs I carry in that, you know, $20 to $30 range? Like,
And how do they sell?
okay, certain ones sell. But it seems like Pinot Noir, at least where I'm working right now, the $14 ones and then the $35 to $40 ones, that's what sells the most.
So
It's-
the $20 ones people just go over for some reason?
Yeah, if you're really a Pinot Noir fan, you will go and grab, like, you know, Criston or something like that. A really, you know, under $50 but very exceptional bottle. Or you pick up the Pinot Project or Bogle. Because you're heading to someone's house and you just wanted to grab a Pinot Noir.
Yep.
So it's like this middle category kind of gets lost a little bit. It isn't to say they don't sell, but they're not the best sellers in that section.
So now if people wanted this, they can't go to NJ Wine Cellar to get it because
No, you could, because I deal with this vendor. I deal with this producer. I just carry a different wine. If you wanted to special order this, I could get it for you.
Okay.
And if you were a customer, like normally what we do is special order a case for you. But if you're a regular customer and you're telling me I'm gonna buy like 4 bottles of this a week, well then I'll bring it in. If I know you're gonna be buying it on a regular basis, then I'll carry it.
Yeah.
But I'm not just gonna bring it in based on what I know. It's already a crowded category. Why am I gonna make it? Like, you have to make the decision. Which one am I selling?
Right.
You know, and if I bring this in, then there's going to be pressure to try and start selling it because I just brought it in. Well, then which one am I picking to stop selling?
Right.
You know?
Like if you went to an ice cream store and there was 6 vanillas. They're all vanilla. There's 6 different ones. You're like, I don't know, how about that one?
Yeah.
Maybe that one, that one. And it's kind of the same thing. It's, again, you have that in a category.
I mean, believe me, they're different producers. So there's going to be a little bit of difference between the winemakers and stuff. But, all in all, it's going to be close enough that you don't need tons and tons and tons of choices. It's the same thing in Champagne. Everybody comes in and grabs Veuve Clicquot. Why? Because they know that one.
Yep.
I have other champagnes that are much better, but they never heard of it. And I
No.
could carry 7 different ones in the same price.
Well, it's a status thing. People come in with that and they think, oh, that's a nice gift you got. That's a nice bottle you brought me. They bring in a no-name and they're like, how much is that? $5? Where it could be 50. Or it could just be 20 and taste great, but some people are very status symbol.
Veuve Clicquot got involved with the Housewives of something or other. Atlanta, New Jersey, I don't know who. Those shows, the Housewives or whatever. And they sponsored it. So that's all those women drank was Veuve Clicquot. And once that happened, that was, the only champagne that women seemed to have any interest in.
I mean, it's okay. I've had others that you've given me or shown me that are way better. So.
I mean, Veuve Clicquot is like the Coca-Cola of champagne by now. It's mass-produced. It's everywhere. And that's the one everyone knows.
So the moral of the story sometimes is don't follow the label. Don't follow along with the rest of the crowd. Try something new.
I mean, tell your wine guy what you want to spend. This is what I'd be happy with spending. And then he'll give you what the best choice is in that price range. That's what I tell my customers. Just tell me how much you want to spend.
And you might find your new favorite that you didn't even know was out there.
Uh-huh.
So thank you for joining. Anything else before we close this show, Ray?
Let's just hope it doesn't rain on Corey's ride home.
Yeah, exactly. Let me get home before we have another
Because my mother's phone will be ringing off the hook.
tornado, hurricane, cyclone.
There's nothing Corey likes to do more than in traffic or bad weather is talk on the phone.
Well, who wants to die alone? I'd rather be on the phone. Thanks for tuning in. As always, here's to good friends.
Here's to good wine.
Here's to
a great life.
rain-free life.